You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday. We appreciate you guys so much. I know it is kind of a weird week. It's going to be like a full week. Got to go back to work. This weekend was so nice. It was like a long weekend. Yesterday just felt so weird. I'm like, what day is this? Sunday? How is it Sunday? We've already had like 3 Sundays this weekend. But no, back to work today. I'm excited because I've got not one, but 2 guests joining me. I've got Brent Baker and his dog. Oh, yeah, he's got an adorable puppy. I can't wait to see Brent Baker. He'll be here before you know it. A lot of fun stuff to get to. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour.
Give yourself a little credit.
It may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday. I have Brent Baker in the studio. Hello, sir.
And how are you this fine day?
I am fantastic. And you have your puppy dog. I forgot your dog's name now.
Bella.
Bella. Okay, see, I was going to say that. Bella just got up. She's like, yes.
Yeah, I heard my name.
Bella's like your real estate retriever. Or what kind of dog is Bella?
We don't know.
Okay.
Just very sweet. When people ask, I say
very sweet. She is very, very sweet. And she's always so well behaved.
Yeah.
We come in here on Mondays and we talk, and Bella's sitting in here all the time, but she just looked at me. She's like, I heard my name.
Yeah. Where's the treat? Where's my treat?
Oh, now she heard that word. So we better get through our stuff so you can go spend some time with her. Let's talk. It's, last week was Thanksgiving. We're sneaking up on the holidays. This is a weird time of year, but this is something that can happen any time of year, mortgage mishaps, and we're going to talk about how to avoid them. So let's start with the very beginning. What's the first thing you can do to avoid a mortgage mishap?
Well, don't make a sudden change in employment.
Oh, yeah.
Those throw things off. You have to be established in your workplace for these lenders, these investors who buy your mortgage, to feel comfortable that you're going to be able to make the payments.
Yeah.
So talk that over with your lender before we get too deep.
Yeah, because if you're getting ready to buy a house, and I see people do that kind of thing, because I think the next one here is talking about cars, where they'll go out and they'll go, oh, we're going to get a new house, we're going to get a new car, we're going to get all these things. They make all these changes, and then all of a sudden, hey, you were approved for a mortgage, but now you're not approved for that mortgage anymore. That could be a big problem, can't it?
Well, it could be, and we see it quite often because that changes your debt-to-income ratio.
Yeah.
And so before you make that vehicle change, make sure you've talked with your lender, and if at all possible, just delay it until after you've got your home, because
all situated.
Right. Even if the size of the payment doesn't change, you've increased the debt.
Yeah.
And that's going to that has to enter into the calculation.
Absolutely. Next thing on there is credit cards. You want to make sure you stay current with those as well, because that could be an issue too, can't it?
Right. That all affects your credit score, and if they see that credit card debt piling up, which here again we go back to your debt-to-income ratios, you got to keep those things current.
Another thing on the list here, the down payment. A lot of the time people set aside funds to have the money for a down payment, but then they're looking for a house, and they go, oh, hey, but this one's got this big room. We need furniture for that. We need this. We need that. You got to be careful that you don't spend that money too, right?
And that's happened. Yeah. And I can give you many realtor names where they cringe because they were so close. People get a house under contract, and then they go out and start buying furniture to fill it. Yeah. Well, if you go buy furniture before you actually have the keys to the house, you probably won't be getting the keys to the house.
Unless you're in a really, really, really good situation. Number 5 on the list, don't omit debts or liabilities from your application. So this is one of those things where tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Correct. And this, because I'm working with these clients once again, but I remember when I was working with them the first time, they had forgotten about some debt. Mm-hmm. And in fact, it was a school loan. So if you're a couple, make sure both of you meet with that mortgage lender, because in this case, he remembered his school loans, but he forgot about hers. And that really changed the picture. So it's not just school loans, it's all loans.
Absolutely.
So don't be disappointed, because they will find them.
They will.
And at the most inopportune time. And you're going to be very embarrassed, and also
can cause a big problem.
Well, correct. And you're going to have a lot of heartache.
Working our way through the mortgage mishaps. Number 6, we talked about being happy with your current furniture, because you don't want to go out and buy new furniture and mess things up. Number 7, don't conduct unnecessary credit checks. This I could see making a big difference too, because the number of times they check your credit, that impacts your credit score, doesn't it?
Correct. And they'll start docking your score. So if you're going to go out, if you're shopping for a mortgage, don't do one this month and one next month. Do them all very close together within a couple of weeks, so that the credit scoring companies understand you are shopping for a mortgage.
Yeah.
If you spread those out, then they start digging you.
Now, number 8 is to check about gift funds. What does gift funds mean?
So occasionally we'll have somebody who, say, mom and dad will give them a gift. But this also has to be on a particular form. So if you're borrowing money from XYZ Bank, you have to get a form from XYZ Bank for gift funds. And, it has to be signed. It's not just mom and dad said they would. No, it has to be signed.
Nice. How about informing your lender if you're going to change bank accounts? That probably makes sense too, especially if that lender is going to probably want to know if you're leaving them. But also, I'm sure there's other reasons for that.
Well, there is. Anytime you're making big moves, they have to know why. And sometimes there's legitimate reasons. Say the bank you were with is charging excessive fees and so forth, and you want to move. Because it's not very often that people actually get the mortgage at the same place they have their other accounts. Yeah. But some institutions require that you do have, say, a checking account with them or a savings account or something. But they need to know about any changes and why.
These all be listed. And the last on the list of the 10 mortgage mishaps to avoid, just say no when asking to co-sign a loan. And I'll bet that probably happens a lot, where they're like, well, I can't qualify, but if you help me. Well, it's one thing to ruin your own credit, but it's something completely different to have somebody else ruin your credit for you.
It is, and you would be shocked at how often we have this pop up.
Is it usually like brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles?
Sometimes, but sometimes it's non-related. It's a friend.
Okay.
And so now that person no longer has the ability to go out and borrow, because they are now tied to this debt over here of another person. So when approached about co-signing, even for mom and dad,
no hablo inglés.
Don't.
I don't know what you mean. If somebody does have questions, maybe we didn't cover them here, but again, Brent is a real estate agent. If you've got a question about buying a house, about selling a house, any of that, he's a great guy to connect with. How do they get a hold of you, Brent?
I can be found at 605-310-0297 or Brent Baker at kw.com.
Very nice. You can also find him online, his website, clientsfirstgroup.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, November 27th, 1925, Catherine Katie Rogers and her daughter Zara team up to rob the First State Bank in Renner. The dastardly duo make off with $191 from their heist. Upon capture, it was discovered that the two had been casing many stores in Sioux Falls and the surrounding area. And they even had neighbors complaining of items turning up missing while they were away from home. The two were released on a bond and eventually left the area. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Give yourself a little credit.
It may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Hey, this episode of the John and Heidi Show bonus hour is done. Now, there are times during the bonus hour I'll mention something from our regular program, the John and Heidi Show, which is syndicated on like 300 stations around the country. There's actually a podcast for that as well. So if I mention something that you're going, hey, whatever happened? He didn't talk to that person, or this didn't happen, that didn't happen. You can find that podcast at JohnAndHeidiShow.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour.